Again, I'm still here on the project, building capacity around my mouth, but I got something to back it up. What do you think? Let's discuss it.
Sawana we anyo Papa Morel.
Good evening, folks. Samson to Libro Public Radio. We want to welcome all of you again tonight on this wonderful Thursday afternoon. We say thank God. We want to thank all of you again tonight for tuning in to Libro Public Radio. That's what we do here on Libro Public Radio. We come here have conversation with you. Thank you, thank you. Please do us a favor. Share this video. Share it to as many people as possible, so that they will join us tonight. Have conversation. All about Liberia, of course. We are here again tonight to discuss and hopefully to impact. We hope. Please share this video to as many people as possible, to as many websites you can. Those you have contact with, tell them the Libra is on the line. He is ready to discuss Liberia the liberal way. And everything that I'm going to be saying tonight is all about the liberal and the progressive. That's what we do here on Liberal Public Radio. Please join us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Share to many people the liberal relaxing and ready to have a discussion with our brothers and sisters. And I hope that you guys will give us the opportunity. We will give you an opportunity as well. I no longer have Chinese phone. I told you that before. They cut my Chinese phone line. They gave me new phone, and so I can't make plow anybody anymore. I'm a more responsible liberal on this show now. I want to thank you guys very, very much. The Libra is here. The Libra is here. Thank you very much for joining us tonight. Please share this video to as many people as possible. Safety, safety, safety. Lord Jesus, we want to thank you again this evening. My Lord, as we come before you again tonight, we ask that our brothers and sisters that are in pain, my God, please be the painkiller for them tonight. We ask, my Lord, excuse me. I hope Alfonso not watching it. You say, well, what are you talking? God slap you? No, God cannot slap me. God love me. But anyway, my Lord, let's start over. We'll come before you again tonight, asking in a sincerity that our brothers and sisters that are in pain, please be the painkiller of them for them tonight. My Lord, thank you for the life you give us. We ask for those brothers and sisters that are yet to be happy, bring happiness in their life. My Lord, we ask that the Republic of Liberia be blessed, that the people of the Republic of Liberia be blessed. Whatever it is that you have for us, I know is good, and we will enjoy the fruit. We want to thank you. We want to thank you, my Lord, for helping us to understand what it is to be a Liberian. Thank you, my Lord. We ask that you bless the Republic of Liberia and the people of the Republic of Liberia, bless the President of the Republic of Liberia, President Bakai. Whatever he touches in the interest of the Liberian people, that yes, indeed, you will bless his hand. Whatever door he knocks, my Lord, open the door in the interest of the Liberian people, that he will succeed. I want to thank you. I ask that you bless the host country, the United States of America. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Okay. That's about now. But while we're praying, then it cough. Where did cough come from? We're going to business. Okay. I know why. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's the liberal. So, folks, on a very serious note, Liberia. I told you guys, you see, when I'm ready to open my mouth, then Mr. Soze, I can talk Tabata. When I was on here for 2 nights straight, I told you guys the behavior of our people. I told you guys the behavior of our people. So the CDC business, where I used to say CDC, you put their, And not just why CDC do that kind of thing? Because they are Liberians. That's what we do to ourselves. That's what we do. And most of the time, when you watch football game, Liberian people play, they score, then they relax, and then the people can to score two go on them quick. That's what we do. We press, boom. We get what we want. We relax before you know something else happening again. These people, just yesterday, we were celebrating the achievement of Liberia. What happened today? I really don't, but sometimes I can be wondering what are these people, their mindset is actually to make sure that Liberia move forward, or we just want to be dropping behind. We were just celebrating Liberia being recognized, recognized at a higher level in the world. And today they're talking about arresting people. The former president is not thinking about going in the street tomorrow. What is this? What is this? One step forward, two steps behind. I will put you on tonight. Some 40 years ago, May 16, 1985. This is the letter. Now I'm going to call the president name tonight. From Henry S. Dupa, Chief of LTG, AFL, Chief of Staff. Listen to this. You think for some reason we're not going to grow out of this thing yet? We just remain like this. We will, and we expect our young generation that are learning all over the world. You expect them to come running behind, come back to Liberia. Only those that have nothing to contribute will continue to run back to Liberia. People like me, or the old people like me, will run back to Liberia. The young man who has educated himself, he fought hard to get a good position, good paying, and you want him to come run back to your foolishness over there? What is this? What is this? You're talking about arresting people? You're talking about people. What happened then? Oh, the investigation stopped until the man Frantikova said, "I don't want to be president. I resign." Now you're not bringing back. What kind of business? Let me read this letter to you. What kind of business is it? Sycophant. People who are unable to produce. Sycophant. That's what they have. Let me read this. He said that Henry S. Duba writing now, Chief of Staff back in 1985, May 16, 1985. Yeah, the letter here. I will post it one and here's the library. It's the library. That's all that these are all old documents that I've got my hand on. Right here. Let me read it. Say Chairman, National Democratic Party of Liberia, NDPL. 16th Street, Senko, Monrovia, Liberia. Dear Mr. Chairman, he says, your letter dated May 14, 1985, requesting the support of the armed forces of Liberia to secure victory for the National Democratic Party of Liberia in the forthcoming general election is hereby acknowledged. That the armed forces of Liberia are supposed to secure victory, electoral victory for the party, political party, and you see what's happening right now. You see what's happening right now. That the kind of people that want more let the children and they go outside, educate themselves, and go by. If U.S. government were to say, you know what, every month we would take anybody under 40, we will take them from Liberia. Liberia will be empty in less than 5 minutes. Nobody want to stay there because of these kinds of behavior. Sycophant, Chief of Staff of the Liberian Armed Forces of Liberia is writing to say that he will guarantee the national armed forces of Liberia to guarantee the election victory. Let me read that again. Your letter dated May 14, 1985, requesting the support of the armed forces of Liberia to secure armed forces of Liberia to secure victory for the National Democratic Party of Liberia in the forthcoming general election is hereby acknowledged. You call the chairman, he writing you. You chief of staff, he writing you. You call press conference and say, what is this? You're writing me, I'm a national army of the Republic of Liberia. In the national army, we got people from all over the country, and you're telling me that my army should support a specific political party. You call press conference. You call press. This is what he said. Nothing I could vividly sacrifice for now in my life than the interest of the head of state and the cause of the National Democratic Party (NDPL). Therefore, he said, be assured of the support of the army as I remain the chief of staff of the Republic of Liberia. I close in the premise of honor the command. The army stand united and strong. We put our foot, one foot in front, we come back with another foot. We put one foot in front, sometimes we'll come back with two. This is back in 1985, before the election. Chief of Staff Henry S. Duba, writing something like this. And you're wondering why we have a civil war. And people wonder how can this happen to Liberia? These are some of the reasons. Today, the police director is asking seven lawmakers to come to the police station. Why is the police, in fact, why is the police director not even going over to the House of Representatives to ask question? You're bringing seven lawmakers to come to the police station. Former Speaker of the House of Flanty Kofa that I know. And the reason I'm saying that because I know him. Flanty Kofa that I know, and you're going to accuse him or even have the thought of even thinking about Flanty Kofa, how do you call it, setting up the fire of the building. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. However, I will encourage Flanty Kofa to go there and embarrass these people. They don't know the law. Your friend over there, just a minister that behaving like that. I don't believe he's fulcrum with the law. Let the former speaker go there. President Weah, CDC, this one here, you people and myself on the same side. You man, I'll go to no demonstration. Let Flanty Kofa and the people go down there. If they want to lock them up, let them. They are Liberians. They are Liberians. They can get lawyer. You shouldn't go over there for children to get hurt. President Weah, I plead with you. I'm asking you. You are the most popular Liberian alive. You go to that place tomorrow. The place is going to be filled. The place is going to be packed. Most of these people, government, they can't do nothing. They ain't able to do anything for the country. They are unable to produce. And so they're looking for reason for them to stay in power. President Baka brought them on board to helping to move the country forward. They don't have the ability to do that. Please, President Weah, you and your CDC, you should not give these people any reason. Any reason. Flanty Kofa will defeat them. Flanty Kofa will flog them. You will not worry. If Flanty Kofa was to go to jail, and for some reason, Flanty Kofa is unable to find money, and his people able to find money, you'll come. CDC, you're put together. Some of us who are not even who don't even like you, will put money together to pay lawyer. Ask Samson to will contribute to pay money to pay lawyer. Your mother gave the people any reason. Your mother go there tomorrow. Franti Kofa, Chairman, Chairman Kofa, Speaker Kofa, tell these people to stay home, my son. You will flog them. Without you, Liberia would not have, they would have done that Babati stuff, that nonsense they started. You still, and Richard Kum, when he got re-elected, why he said, I'm already speaker now. Kofana there, you're not leaving. I don't, no more election. Why he said that? Why he said that? You taught these people lesson. You are still teaching them lesson. Let them bring it to you. Tell CDC, tell President we are. You must stay out of, nobody should show up. Those that they're calling for interest, as person of interest, let them go. From the cover, lead there, go there. If they say you'll go to jail, that's okay. If God forbid, if they're gonna kill you, Liberia is there. But your mother gave these people that are unable to rule, they are unable to lead, they are unable to produce. And because of that, they can't produce anything, but they will look for reason to be relevant. Your please tell all your people stand down. Stand down. Franti Kofa, you and your people, your goal. You will flog them. You flogged them before. You taught them lesson. You continue to. You are a teacher. I told you. I wrote you. You saw my stuff. You are a teacher. A teacher. You're teaching the people reason how to behave as member of a democratic society. You are teaching them. Your mother go in the street. Usually I would say, let's see this go, man, because I want you to look bad. But this is not the time. If these people are going to come out and come because they are unable to govern, they are unable to look at President Waka went over there to Nima Kande. He's going to meet with protests. Those who are leading this old men, they are unable to produce. And they will be exposed. They are being exposed. And as a result, what do they want? They want relevant. President, where you go there tomorrow, they become relevant. President, what? Because when you go there, the international press will pick it up, and then that's when they will do up. They will start having press conference. Your monarch gave them no relevancy because they are unable to govern. Let President Waka see out Kolo that, oh, the children there, brother here, they can't help me. And President Waka will go and bring Liberians back on board. But that's what he said he was going to do. It was supposed to be all hands on deck. But instead, it became a selective hand on deck. We know that. We know that. But these are some of the things that will expose them. CDC. You people must say, well, you people must say, you know, we're not getting along. You people must say, you know, we don't get along. Y'all know that one well. But it's not about that. I'm saying to you tonight, CDC, your please don't give these people any reason whatsoever to continue to be this disgraceful, calling themselves people of a ruling party. It come in ring again. You're going from Page Africa. They wrote something. It come in ring again. Over 60,000 people will be affected with the coming rain because we are unable to prepare our people to be prepared. The climate change is up out there. I'm I'm an engineer, so I'm doing a bridge, the roadway on the sea coast. So I am involved with climate change. I know how much it changes every day. I know how much it's going to change within the next 50 years. And whenever I do a design, I have to design for that. I know. And it's not just America, it's affecting the whole world. Wow, well, people are unable to learn. They don't do anything. I told you the other day. I said these people here that when they were campaigning for Liberia to be on that seat, did you hear them causing anybody? Okay, let me ask you the question again tonight. When they were doing that, why Gary Coleman and the people why they didn't call Flandikova there for waiting or whatever it is to bring this thing up? This is how they lead. They can only succeed by dividing us. And this one I say to CDC, please, and I can say I'm older than most CDC anyway. So please, you stay home, you leading people. Flanty Kofa will flog them. The people they're accusing, they will flog them legally, that is. They got no legs to stand on. They got no legs to stand on. They are very shameless. You say you want speaker position. You got it. Okay, but look what Flanty Kofa did to them. Flanty Kofa said that you're nonsense. You're going around doing a country. You'll not do it with me. I'm not leaving. He stood his ground and taught these people a civics lesson. So they call themselves lawyer. Taught them civics lesson. So when Frantikova resigned, why left hand speaker? Why he say I speaker now already? I was elected. Why do I have to get up and come back again? And he left and came back. That's how you deal with it. Please, you must not go in the street. President, you struggle hard in every level. And you myself, we don't get along. You know that. I got no two-way street about it. But we will be factual. I always told you this. I'm disagreeing with you, I would say. Not because I don't like you, but because of policy difference. I don't agree with your policy. But that doesn't mean I don't like you. That's besides the point. That's besides the point. The point here is this. President Weah, you are the most popular person, Liberian, ever alive today. You go to that police station tomorrow, police people say will not even be able to go and step forward in their own car then. Please stay away from the people. Those of you that are so angry, you stay away. Yeah, I don't trust the people myself. I don't trust them. If I were Flantikova, I might not even want to go. But I don't trust them because they want to disgrace him. But it's not about Flantikova. I know who Flantikova is. He has always put Liberia before himself. And I'm saying here tonight, Flantikova, go. Go there. Go there. They're calling you a person of interest. Then I ask you a question. You'll go there with your lawyer. If they see any reason to arrest you, so be it. But this is how they will make you more popular. More popular. President Weah, please don't go there. President Weah, you led up for 6 years. I don't agree with everything you did. I don't agree with it. But here's one thing you did, and you did well. Maintain the peace. Okay? So I'm just saying, this is not the time. Let them go. President, let them go. Those of us that support the president, President Baka, we only support President Baka because we believe in some of the things that he was saying. And we still believe in that. But Unity Party have hijacked this whole process. Unity Party, they have hijacked the whole process because they won the election. They have the right to do that. You can't redo the election. They have won the election, so let them do it. It's just a matter of 6 years, that's it. They will be capu, finito, a samatu, they will be out. We will kick them out. And because President Waka not going to seek re-election. This is the time for Jeremiah Coon, Vice President Jeremiah Coon, Honorable Jeremiah Coon, need to step in and say, stop this thing. This is not how we want to lead Liberia. You're going to invite 7 lawmakers to the police station tomorrow. A spectacle to the higher level. A spectacle. And the only reason why here's the thing I was saying earlier. When they were begging people, So that I told you, I said this thing here, day before yesterday, I told you, I said this thing here, the way Liberia come together like this, unity, that all you hear for 2, 3 days, we are united. Nothing can move us. Nothing can break us apart. They feeling winning. I told you, I said when they win, the victory dancing. Those of you that were not able to listen to people like Noah Gibson today, Noah Gibson, with his Tabata, he was talking today. President, where were you when we invited you? You didn't come. You wanted people to call your name. Noah Gibson, my begin. Slow down. Slow down. You're there for only 6 years. After that, you're done. Many of you got no career. After the government job, you're done. You got plenty of money to survive. You're slow down. Then now you're found Republic of Liberia. They say Republic of President Bakai. What's wrong with you? I will say again. President, we are, you must say, I'll lay your policy business. That was most of my cousins, and of course, CDC is mostly crown people anyway. But most of my cousins, they must say, we don't see eye to eye when it comes to CDC business. Unless CDC policy. But this one, don't give it to Unity Party, please. Please. They will self-destruct. I see it already. They left John Monroe behind. That was the sign. Those of us that like to see these things happen in good way, when they left John Monroe behind, we knew they were going nowhere. People like Mo Ali that I respect highly because of an intellectual level. Where is he now? He allowed these people to bring him down to their level. Mo Ali, the person who's supposed to be someone to say, yeah, I'm young, but I can speak the truth. You don't hear him anymore. Where they go what they call class reload or class not low, yeah, or whatever. So that means they're flunkies. They're because the only time the class can reload, so flunky can go to the class. You think I something to engineer, I'm gonna go to their class reload. What I'm loading for? Why loading? Why loading the class reloading me? I beg you, man. I beg you, man. Yeah. My other son here, he writing that he CDC. And so, but like I said, many of my relatives, but they must say we don't get out to hide on when it comes to CDC. But this one, I'm saying to President William on a serious note, talk to your people. It's very frustrating for people to turn this type of judicial system, justice, to weaponize it like this and use it against people. Kolo, where we all see it, that the Mako thing there. You think that 1985? Let me read Henry Duba letter again. Henry Duba, former chief of staff, Republic of Liberia, Armed Forces of Liberia. Let me read his letter again. You think these things are just not business? These people, they've been practicing. And always, my people, it don't end well for them. Anybody you try to circumvent the process legitimately, you circumvent the process illegally, you will not enjoy it good. Listen to this. May 16, 1985. Chairman, National Democratic Party of Liberia, NDPR, of course, 16th Street, Sinko, Monrovia, Liberia. This letter from Henry Duba, 1985, May 16. Said, Dear Mr. Chairman, your letter dated May 14, 1985, requesting the support of the armed forces of the Republic of the Armed Forces of Liberia to secure victory. You think the justice minister and the police IG, then you think that you think they just start doing a thing? They know how this thing work. They know it. So to secure victory for the National Democratic Party of Liberia, not to secure victory for the Republic of Liberia, but for the party, in the forthcoming general election is hereby acknowledged Now, this is what he's saying now from himself now. From here, let's do bad now. Nothing I can vividly sacrifice for now in my life than the interest, Chief of Staff, Republic of Liberia Armed Forces, than the interest of the head of state and the cause of the National Democratic Party of Liberia. Therefore, he said, be assured of the support of the army as I remain the chief of staff of the Republic of Liberia. In, enclosed in the promise of honor, our command, the army stand and stand strong. This is how we operate as Liberia, my people. This is who we are. This is what we do. This is what we, and that's why Liberia is not going anywhere right now. We're not going to go anywhere. And the fear for me is just like me, many young Liberians that will find an opportunity to leave. Once they leave, they have an opportunity. One of the good thing about Liberians, young Liberians, when they leave Liberia, they educate themselves. They are not vagabonds. Many young Liberians, they educate themselves. They are not vagabonds. And when they, after the educational process, they work and make money. They work and make money. And those who are unable to educate themselves, they're still working and making money. They are not living on food stamp. They are not living on hand out. You will not go to leave from here now and go any part of the state of the United States and go to any library. You just get to the airport, say, I want to serve. Just, I said, is there a Liberian here? When they show you a Liberian house, you go there, you're not on food stamp. You're not on welfare. If they mean for him to clean offices, he will do that. Because we are very proud. But the sad thing is when these people educate themselves, they're working, then they say, you can't home now. You can't let be Liberia. What Liberia you want to be? The elephant mean you go, each of you go and take peace, then you run away and come back. You go and take peace, then you run away and come back. That they tell you want to bring these young Liberians. So the only Liberians that will go there, there are two types of Liberians that will rush to Liberia right now. People who have nothing to offer in the diaspora, they go by. And those old people like myself, we go by. America has milked all the energy out of our skin, everything. I get up right now to walk around the field. It's like I finished scoring 20 goals during my soccer day. I walk around the field. Just around the field, I walk. I feel happy. I walk around it. Me, Samson, to walk around the field. I don't say I listen again. I don't say I run around the field. I don't say I jog around the field. I don't say I say I walk around the field, and I'm happy. It's a huge accomplishment. Then that the people then that some of it, like people like, oh, we'll go to Liberia now. That time now when the Liberia near that time we're gonna go and contribute. What we got to give you again? The young people, if you're to straighten that country, the young people, Liberian young that are still willing to go and help you, they are unable to come because of your corrupt behavior. This kind of thing like this here. If CDC play your games, you know what this Friday going to look like? Most likely going to be worse than April 14. Let me go on. Man, these you know, sometimes these things, I got a letter here from Charles Taylor, of course. I got a letter from Charles Taylor to President Doe when he came here first, but I will not read that tonight. Let me go on to read this here. This, when I show you, you will know, many of you will know this. You see it? What is it? Can you see it there? The Revolution. 1979. This is a few months after the April 14th. October 31st, 1979. Below the date, the dust of the dash. Okay, let's go ahead. Say Honorable Joseph F. Chesson, Minister of Justice, Republic of Liberia. Dear Minister Chesson, the Bacchus Matthew writing, I will show you why. He said, Dear Minister Chesson, I have the honor to note that we have received information to the effect that Mr. Garwia, a member, a member of this organization, is under detention in Grand County. If this be true, we will be pleased were you to kindly inform us of the nature and circumstances of his offense. We might wish to provide him legal counsel. The people here in America, they're writing there. They say, my man, I mean, so minister, you got one of our men in jail, but tell us what the offense is so we can put money together to hire a lawyer. You're listening to Chesing reply. Joseph Chesing, former minister, the late Joseph Chesing, former minister of justice. He said, Mr. Chairman, your letter of October 8, 1979, in respect of the information you allege you received regarding Mr. Gerald Weir, who is purported to be a member of your organization, being in detention in Grand County, is hereby acknowledged. And I received your letter on a answer this morning. In respect of the information you require, this is to inform you. Listen, you that Chesing replying to, but Liberia was just like that. It's not just not business. It's not just not business. It's not going to stop now. Listen to this. He said, in respect of the information you require, this is to inform you that as far as the record of this country shows, there is no officially new organization registered in keeping with the law by the name of Progressive Alliance of Liberia. Maybe such an organization exists in the United States of America, as evident by the official heading of the paper upon which you wrote your letter to me. I also note from your letter that you have the colors paragraph, therefore, okay, in the cause of the people. Listen to Chelsea, how are you going to ridicule this in the cause of the people that brought them down, that brought the people that chasing them down to their knee? He coming to ridicule this here. He said, paragraph, in the cause of the people, the struggle continue. I do not know what the people cause American organization by the name of power represent in this country. Neither can I understand what type of struggle continue in respect of the citizen and resident of this country. Hereby, your power organization has been authorized either illegally or constructively to represent and if so, what sector of the population or resident you allegedly organization represent in the struggle. As I do not know of any struggle which continue in this country among our people and residents. Therefore, as Minister of Justice of this country, I desire to know from you the basis for which authority, as well as the nature of the struggle for which of the struggle which continue in this country, for which you are the designing or elected head chairman. So Jesse, okay. I got. Okay, folks, this is the reporter from Liberia. Uh, Mr. Da, Mr. Da. Good evening. Yeah, good evening. Good evening. Let me just give me a minute here. I will quickly wrap my tabata here, and then I'll turn to you. Don't go anywhere. Please stay there. So, Minister Chesing ridiculing in the cause of the people, the struggle continue. This is the slogan that brought them down, but he did not recognize. He did not recognize the importance of that slogan at the time. He thought they were there for life. Unity Party. You're not listening to history. You're not reading history books. You continue to poke your fingers in the eyes of the Liberian people. And I say again tonight, before I go to Mike down here, President Weir, please, I'm pleading with you tonight. You are the most popular person, from my perspective, in the Republic of Liberia. Please ask your people to stand down. Flanty Kofa and his people, they will soak them legally. Let me go to Mike down. Folk, Mike, Mr. Don, good evening. Thank you very much for calling. You told me earlier that you most likely have some new calling from Nima County. What's going on over there?
Well, I'm very grateful to be calling from Nima at this hour. Very just a few minutes to 1 a.m. here. So I'm very grateful to be at this hour, Mr. Two.
Yes. Thank you. What can you tell us from Nima County tonight?
Yeah, the bigger news in Nigeria and Nima has been the inauguration of a concentrator by Astromica, the world steel giant, has just commissioned a concentrator that's a centerpiece for ArcelorMittal's Liberia. Uh, is worth $1.2 billion. It is the first in West Africa for the production of high-grade iron ore processing. So today at the dedication, it was a colorful event here in Nimba, attended by several government officials, the president of Liberia, Joseph Nyamobuaka, who was very grateful for the dedication of such a gigantic project.
I see. So we also read somewhere in earlier today that in fact, the president, according to some newspaper, that there was a scheduled protest to meet the president. Can you anything in that front, or that was just something that perhaps were not didn't come to fruition? I mean, bringing the
There was
rescue to.
there was a protest. There was a protest which I watched from a distance at the entry of Ganta just before the president could enter the city of Gompa, Nimba. There was some protestation by some aggrieved people. Some of them calling for saying that Mita has not done well for them, and all of them talking about all of issues that pertaining to them. But it did not have any impact on the inauguration of this concentration, the concentrator actually, because we saw it, we watched it very well, but it never had any event, or real impact. So that's why you are not hearing it much as it was staged.
I see. So, from your own
Yeah.
perspective, you being a journalist yourself, from talking to, I hope, from talking to people that are at the site, some worker of ArcelorMittal and those who are not worker of ArcelorMittal but live in a community, what is the community saying about ArcelorMittal, this idea of trying to do a steel plant over there in Liberia?
So be very happy. Already Mita has just the contract of Mita should have expired in 4 years time. But last year, Mr. Lashmi Mita, who is the CEO and founder of Asila Mita, a British born, Indian born British national, who is one of the wealthiest people in the world, uh, they enter into another agreement with the governor of Liberia to extend their contract by additional 10 years, which will take them to somewhere around, additional 15 years, which will take them somewhere around 2049. But since then, that agreement has not been ratified. It's worth around phase two, we call it phase two kilometer, phase two process is worth somewhere around 3 billion US dollars. And according to that agreement, they are promising about 3 to 4,000 jobs, new jobs creation. So is actually a gigantic project on which this new concentrator has been dedicated, Mr. To.
I see. Okay, let's go into the Nima community because this whole project and the company in itself is stationed in Nima. And what are you hearing from the Nima politician? Are they happy? Are they touting this program as something that will benefit Nima and Liberia in general, or are they somehow feel left out? What are you hearing from the Nima politician?
Well, very well. The many of them that we spoken with, they are very optimistic. They are happy, evidenced by the ransom welcome ceremony that was done, welcoming President Joseph Numa Boakai into Nimba. Traditional chiefs, the superintendent, the vice president, of course, he was on an advanced team earlier today or yesterday in Kanta. So there was huge enthusiasm for a matter of fact to welcome the president to Nimba, and that speaks volume that Nimbayans are really, really happy about the project
Yes.
because Mita started 25 almost 20 years ago in August 2020, 2005, and since then they've employed several thousand of citizens from Nimba, Grand Bassa, and Bon counties. So, with the new under the arrest agenda now, they are anticipating that they will be employing additional 3 to 4 thousand people, so that citizens can continue to benefit. So, um, in the time past, if we were to just back travel a little bit, there have been some accusation against the company saying that the company has not done much. But again, with this new project, I think the agitation is actually decreasing as compared to time past when we cover Mita activities in Liberia. Yeah, so gradually, many people here are really getting to know what exactly Mita is doing. Yeah,
I see.
yeah.
So right now, presently, where are you reporting from tonight then?
I'm in Ganta this morning, Mr. To. I'm in Ganta. Tomorrow, hopefully, I will be going to Senegal, as part of my tour, the Liberia Agriculture or Produce Corporation, or the LACRA is conducting a radio program. So we've come here to see to it that to test the effectiveness of the radio program. The radio program has been talking about how people can produce a cocoa in a safe manner, and how the price of cocoa and what they can do, what farmers can do so that their cocoa or their farm produce cannot be contaminated and so forth. So we've come here on the auspices of the Liberia journalists, agriculture journalists network, to ensure that to test the effectiveness of that program. So
Is
this is
is the
what we
pro
are here.
is the program sponsored by the Liberian government, or this is just a private initiative?
Well, the real program is this is a private initiative. It's a private initiative.
Okay,
The radio program is sponsored by LACRA on their meager budget they've been getting from the government of Liberia.
I
But
see.
I mean, to just conclude back to Mita,
Yeah.
so this new concentrator, according to Mita CEO Lashmi Mita, it will ensure that by at the end of 2025, to overpass to double their target of, or almost double their target of 15 million tons of iron ore annually to about 20 million tons annually.
Wow.
So is yes, yes. So it's a gigantic. Lomita is a world steel giant. Yeah, the Giga to Bikana Railroad corridor will also be part of this initiative. Covering 440,000 new sleepers and also 230,000 plus meter of track to be installed. And they want to increase their capacity to several tons.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Mike. Thanks a lot. Please,
So,
is there anything else you have for us? Terry, you want to ask a question?
yeah, you talk about so the processing plant that is being built for
Is that
animal.
Terry wants to know? Is that a processing plant that you're talking about?
Yeah, no, my question,
Yes,
labor
so
is
they
Oh,
concentrate
hold on, Mike.
yes.
Hold on, Mike. Hold on, Mike. Yeah, what is your question, Terry?
yeah. So the processing plant that Asila Meta is building, which costs 1.2 billion or whatsoever, is it going to be processing the iron ore into finished product, or is just going to be the processing the iron ore to export it as the same they have been doing?
So he wants to know the plant itself. Is it going to process the iron ore to a finished product, or they're just going to process the ore so that it can be easily transported?
Well, from what we've heard, that there will be some finished product that will be coming from this because the plant is stationed at Montoka that in yet in Nimba is producing high quality of steel, which is they usually refer to as the gangrat, and even the low grade steel, and the plant has a capacity to upgrading that the low grade steel to the gang to the high grade ore. So it means nothing will be waste. Yeah. So and
Okay.
according to Meta officials, they will also there will be some finished product, not just the way they used to just transport it, yeah, directly.
Thank you. Okay. Rescue two. Anything? Any other question?
No, like because if we getting our kind of iron ore high grade and you building a bigger plant, the plant if you're building a bigger plant and you're not making iron ore, we're not generating like steel from it, we're not getting finished product like real iron metal to help us, then where it will attract investors to come to start producing like cars, building other things in our country. When the iron ore is just going to be shipped, building a huge or a mega power plant is just going to collect more iron ore out of our
Hello,
country.
Yeah. 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 No. Okay. All right. Terry, I'll come to you. Then we can have that discussion. But Mike, thank you very much. Is there anything you want to say before we take leave of you, Mike?
well, it's my pleasure, and I think so far these are some of the training issues here.
Okay. All right. Talk to us when you get back to Monrovia because Monrovia seems to be hot right now, and that's why we're stretching our vein tonight on. But thank you for bringing the news from our own Nima brothers and sisters over there, which I believe are all happy about this. And I think the president has done a wonderful job, and I pray that he will continue to be successful. Thank you very much, Mike. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Again, folks, that's the voice of Mr. Mike Don, who is the LPR chief over there in Liberia, the LPR bureau chief in Liberia. So again, let me go quickly to my own rescue two here. Rescue two, go ahead. Let's hear from you tonight. Thank you for joining me. I know you probably were listening to my tabata, but let's hear from you.
Oh yeah, actually, you got some point. I listened to you talking about the. I don't know. It's alleged that there is a pending arrest. I don't know. I never read anything on it for some lawmakers and CDC threatening to protest. I think I heard that on Spoon.
Yeah.
But like what his name was talking about, I have to go and read on it before I can really make some comment on it to see what the power plant is going to look like. because we hear about 1.2 million billion investment into a new power plant that a Stila Metal is building or almost finished building, which might help to employ more people, more Liberians. But to what end? Are they going to be making finished product wherein we're going to be producing the material, or are we still on the path of shipping the raw material out of the country to foreign countries to benefit from our iron ore? If the iron ore is a good grade, and this is the first of its kind in Africa or West Africa from Asila Metal, then we have to progress to improving our development of the developmental agenda. But at least when you start producing the iron in the country, at least maybe if you can get steel rods out of the iron ore, you can get metals, you can start making some metals. We can start using them to build our bridges. We can start using metals. We don't have to buy it from outside the country and bring it in the country. That can help us to start building our roads. That can also help us to start building houses. That can also lower the cost for, it can attract investment to come to the country that will be able to build cars.
Your point is well taken, Terry, but I want you to understand this here as well. These people, these concession companies and what have you, they are not in it for how do you call it, Mother Teresa type of deal. They are in it to make money. That's the reason why they're investing. They have investors, they have shareholders, and they intend for them to have good dividends. So, for example, if making steel and whatever it is that you want it to happen in Liberia, if it is in the interest of the company, they will invest in that to make sure they get money. But to what you're suggesting to start making steel in Liberia, first of all, do they does any of the region, all of region combined, do they have that purchasing power to be able to purchase and keep the company above board? In other words, not to go under. And so, whatever they're going to do, they will. Whatever the profit is, that's where they're going to go.
Yeah, but
Liberian,
that's why your government now have to ship that because
exactly. They need to get in and say, okay, we understand this is the profit. But it can only happen. Let me go back again. I know you're coming through saying Magari again tonight, which is okay. It can only happen when we are united together and fight for a one common goal for all. For example, Martel Steel should not be viewed as an enemy of the state. Martel Fuel should not be viewed as allies of a state, because when you divide yourself dealing with Martel Steel, they will pick the easiest side and the side that will let them to make the most money. But if we all come together and make Master feel like, yes, we know you want to make money, but these are our needs in this country. While you're making your profit, is it possible to do something that will benefit or provide the type of needs that our people want in this place here? If you do that, you are asking Metal Steel now to innovate, make money, but at the same time provide some sort of a relief of our people so they don't go overseas and purchase steel from China and what have you. But you have to demonstrate to Metal Steel that indeed you will make money when you do that. And you have to do some sort of a life cost analysis and present that to Metal Steel. You can't go in the whole other people holding metal. The people been here all the year, they ain't do anything for us. If you do that, their best is to make money. They are not there to please you. So we have to understand that. But let's hear from you. Let's hear from you.
yeah, actually that is what it is. But liberal, yeah.
Don't worry. Put a say in the Gary. I'm ready for it. Don't hold yourself. Don't
your
hold back.
your
Now, one thing I never
analysis
says it.
your analysis on unification, people being together, is a good thing, but it don't work in the political terrain. That's what I keep saying. Because politics require division. That is why we, the pastors, and we can get involved with politics. Because
Oh,
politics
you're not
require
involved.
division.
Now that you open the door for sedition to know. You say you're not involved.
No, talking politics doesn't mean you inside. I can
Oh,
discuss politically. It does. I can make my contribution on my nation politically. It
yeah, you're
doesn't
right.
mean that I'm running for a political seat or
Oh, okay.
I'm
That's what you mean.
involved
Okay,
with the process. I'm in a political party and I'm holding political positions. That's what I mean. But I
okay,
can sit. I can make my contribution on what my country heading, how they're supposed to do things, and what it is.
okay,
Even my contribution the last time about the political divide, that was analysis based on how I see from the perspective of politicians how they've been running the country. It does not literally mean that I support that ideology. That's
okay.
why
So
that's where I'm coming from.
thank you. But let's try to dive into this thing that I've been running my mouth on tonight. I read something from this from Front Page Africa that seven legislatures are now considered person of interest, and they are being invited to go to the police station. And we heard the former president making his own his point based on the reservation he had about how this government is now turning the justice system into a political weaponization process by using the justice system to go after certain individual, according to some of the things that I've been reading today. So let's hear from you on that. Do you care to contribute at all onto this thing, or you still don't have the full um,
So
information?
he said the justice minister is doing what? It's what now? They're
No,
trying to.
the how do you call it? The police director, according to the news, the police have invited as person of interest seven lawmakers for the fire
Right.
situation. Lawmakers include former Speaker Kofa and Sibo, Dixon Sibo, Abu Kamara, Sa Foko, DB, and Kopa, I believe. And so the former president, President Weah, just a little snippet that I listened to, that they were resisted because they believe that the justice system is being weaponized against certain people within the community, and that this is not what the justice system is supposed to do for all of us. And as a result of that, they are saying it's a witch hunt, and they want to resist that. But I want your input on that, or you're not quite ready to talk about it until you get a full.
Well, we can talk about anything, which of
Okay,
course myself I listened to a bit of what you were saying. But in my opinion, the man is under position. He have the right to say he want to resist or not. But my thing is, the man struggled. Honorable Kofa struggled through all his time when he was speaker. You won't get up to resist. The man struggled all that time because you know now that his to fight now will give you the political dividend because the man is out of the position that the time you want for. You see what I talk about the divide? That you were talking about the divide. That is how the divide feed the ego of the politicians in Liberia. Because he this is when CDC wants to partake now when Honorable Kofa is nothing. He have left the speakership position because that was CDC wanted. They wanted him out of the position. And when I mean CDC, not the whole sedition now, the hierarchy of the party they wanted to see him weaken so that the standard bearer of the party can get that political dividend. Because right now, if they fight for Fonati Kofa now, they will be collecting the political dividend. Because anything the government do to them, they become more popular. Why? But before, when Fonati was speaker and going through all those things, it was Fonati that were getting the political dividend. That is why he did not venture. Now Fonati is weakening now. He's at the mercy now with other people. That is when they say they're going to ask the CDC. Yeah, oh yeah, we will put that, we'll do that. Because they want the political dividend. That is what I've been telling you, that they feed on the divide of the people. Because the divide of the people play to the political dividend. Why when
So let's
the men went to the place that the men were the time the men were speaker, all the voodoo balu that were going on, you could have put at least 4,000-5,000 seditious on the street to brace the capital, sit in, protest, and say, you know what, that thing you're doing is against the law. Even when the men came from the court, when the court ruled the first time before the majority black turned it around, that was another perfect time and perfect opportunity for sedition to come out. Koji that led talking plenty, he was quiet. All of them shut up. President, we were flying in plane, going all over the place. Why? Because at the time, Fonati Kofa was still speaker. He still had the power. So anything that they would have done for him, they support, the dividend were going to be reaped by Honorable Kofa. And nothing was going to go to them. So, but now, the position they are in now, when they protest now, the dividend will go to President Weah. And now why he won. You see? So you will see them with force. They will go there with force tomorrow or whatsoever time. That's why he's speaking now. They will go there. You ever hear him speaking the time Fonati came from the court the first time? The second time when Fonati came from the court, when CNN you rule that kind of maelstrom ruling, you ever heard him speak to the CD? You ever heard him make a statement? But now when Fonati is weak, that the time you say, you know how many times the police have called Fonati for interrogation? Where was seditions? And I went, having Wisa went to the place and said, Tabula Raza Bugan here. And when you were talking Tabula Raza Bugan. These people are not serious.
Yeah, UNCDC. I don't know UNCDC, but that Bamuga and Divako. But anyway,
when we call it in the car, they be talking Tabata. Yeah, the people they smart. They're waiting for that divide because they know that they want the dividend to be reaped. That's why you look at Kara's Great on Spoon TV. When Fonati was going to interrogation, all the things, where was Honorable Gray? Where was he? Where was he talking Hitabata? He was quiet because you know what? They wanted the coup to successfully be accomplished.
Okay. They're coming for you.
Yeah, they can. I'll get down for them. To all that Hitabata. I'm finished talking my own. When I'm finished, I go lead us.
Yeah, because you can really get you something else. Rescue 2. Those guys are chicken. Look at Curry. Rescue 2. Those guys are cut hair chicken. But let's turn it around on a very serious. Let's turn it around. Will you now also say that most of the Unity Party group, I believe, that because they are unable to produce and they want to remain relevant, they are now seeking to bring this type of conversation on board so that people will forget their inept behavior. When they were asking, Unity Party, when they were asking for unity to put Liberia on a console, Gregory Kuma and the people, they didn't have the evidence at the time. Liberia just being recognized. We're still in the celebratory mood still. We're still celebrating that now Gregory Kuma now find people of interest. What do you make of this move, Terry? When Liberia, let's put CDC aside 1 minute. What do you make of that move? Why you think they would do it at this time?
Labor, let me be honest with you. The justice minister is poorly performing. I know United Party people, they like the posterior things, but the justice minister appeared on this class reloaded, and most of the things he said contradict the RG. All right. most of the thing, and the justice minister have been proving for some level of contradictory statements. All right. And as a result, it will not present him credible. So the major opposition political party in the country can use those little thing to create instability and say, oh, we don't trust the man, blah, blah, blah. The man said the other one the other time, and did. You cannot be seen on the national front or giving, or how you call it, an opinion to the Supreme Court opinion, and the Supreme Court coming to deny your opinion. That's not good for you. It's a spread, you contract, it show contradiction. So then now, when he appeared on the Class Reloaded, he said some very, very scary things that I really did not expect him to have said. Like there are some cases that are missing and all those kind of things. And he even talked about it. They're asking about the burning thing. And he spoke to it. But then he went back now. After one day, we hearing say they're calling these people again. After you appear on the Class Reloaded, and people were interrogating. So it looked like a setup.
Okay. If and I like your truthfulness, because that's one thing you do here. In fact, the whole Flanty Saka here when it started, Mr. To, Flanty is done. We might not like it, but this is how Liberia operates, and it comes to pass. So I like your frankness, I like your truthfulness on this here. So then, will you then say that CDC is within their right to distrust these people's system, and as a result of the distrusting process from CDC, will you then also agree that they have the right to resist because they don't trust the system?
The reason I do agree with them having the right, I don't think it's a right for them, because the justice system is also on an obligation and honor the rights by law to enforce the law. Here is where CDC can do. CDC is late. That's why I don't respect the level of protest, the resistance, and all the kind of things. They are late because there were so many opportunities that they could have taken advantage of as the largest opposition political party in the country, and they let it go. And now the justice minister said, okay, we're trying to work, we're trying to move, even if it looked like it's a setup or so. You, the sedition, now you can't say anything because you late. People will say, but where were you when the man spoke and said that the law say, he gave the president advice that the law say that he should work with the majority black? Where were you? Where was CDC? Those were the gain that they should have made. And the Supreme Court came and ruled in Fonati Kofa favor and say, look, all the things the people doing is not correct. Where were you? What kind of step you took? What did you say? So right
So
now,
are you arguing? Are you arguing that the fact they were late in coming to the defense, does that negate the process now that they're trying to challenge this whole thing? Are you trying to say that should
yes,
be discarded now?
it compromises the process of them trying to challenge, because what are they going to challenge now? Because the police is saying we're calling these people again because they are of interest or maybe interrogation, blah, blah, blah. All you need to do is to wait and see how the process play out, whether if there will be some harshness, whether if there will be some attitude that goes against the rights of these people, as was in the past when those boys were arrested. Fonati Kofa people, when they were arrested and maltreated, CDC again, they were tight-lipped. They didn't say anything. They didn't put nobody on it. They didn't demonstrate. They didn't protest. They didn't make noise. All right? So they're in a compromised position. So now, if the justice minister even come out and say, look, we're calling people interrogation, the only thing you can do is to wait and see what will happen. if something happened that goes against these people's rights legally by law, then you have the power now to protest. You have the right to protest. You have the right to resist. But right now, when they ask them, what are you resisting? What would they say? They will say, oh, because we don't trust the justice minister. That all they will say.
So the president coming out publicly to make the statement he made, you think that was discussed with Flanty Kofa and the rest of the uh, uh, people of interest?
The president saying hooligans.
No, President, we are coming out to say that they will resist. You
Well,
think that that particular him coming out to make that pronouncement, was that discussed previously with Flanty Kofa before coming out, or is that something they just President we are just did because?
well, I think even if they discuss it with Funati Kofa or so, I think it's just a political stunt. President Weah is a politician now. I always tell people he say he's not a politician, but he's a politician now. The thing is that he's also trying to solicit his base because he see there's an opportunity now for him to come back in the limelight. Because any kind of way it happened, the way the whole saga went with the burning of the capital, the compromising with Fonati resigning, all of that, and then you coming back again to say you go and persecute the people, it leaves a lot of room for speculation. It leaves a lot of room for the opposition political party to gain political dividend if the government if the government is not careful. So President Wiatu is also playing in a narrative of the divide that you talk about, the divide. He playing a narrative where he's trying to take advantage of the opportunity that if the government themselves play nyankan with this thing and try to make it like a witch hunt, they can use their political maneuvering to turn it around in their favor. And that is what President we are doing. If I were President we are, I would do the same thing. But when you
Thank
say
you.
right, when you say right, then it's a law issue. But they, as a political party, they have the ability to maneuver their way using this thing and say, you know what, we don't trust the justice minister, blah, blah, blah. But tomorrow, if they go there with a huge number of people, what are they going to really be protesting for? That's my own question.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. So, folks, the number is out 916-533-2048. Walter Carter, you called me earlier. Uh, give us a call here, Walter Carter. Give us a call. Okay. Okay, here we go. Walter Carter, good evening. Samson told Labra Pabrito, what's on your mind as a LPR analyst? Let's hear from you.
Thank you, Mr. Cho, and I'd like to say hi to you and Terry. So a
Yeah.
couple of things I was trying to make some correction on. So the first one was Salamita. The plan to whatever they plan to do in the country, I don't think is we have to beg them, we have to talk to them like you said, they know what they can do for us. No. We have to step up to the plate now to tell these people, these extract industry or companies in our country to do the needful. We want them to start producing so we can have finished product in our society. The times of just taking the raw material and taking it out of the country and lying to us that our iron ore, our rubber is not of grade to do this, and you're being there for a long time and still using it and still extracting it. If you're not good, why are you still there? So they should start making steel product like Terry said, so that at least they can give our money some value. And we all Liberians, regardless of where you find yourself, we should be advocating for this. The West and Europe have been exploiting us for so long, and we can't sit down and just keep our hands, or else there will just be another big hole in our place and go, like they did in bombing. So talking about President Weah's speech, that speech is not today's speech. That speech was doing the impasse long time. I think it was even when Samuel 12, when they were trying to arrest Samuel 12. When he said the government trying to weaponize the justice system. So it was not something that he said it today. But people just came back to that speech because when Akaras Gray appeared on, I think, one of those talk shows, and said that citizens will come out because they're trying to wish on and all. So people start to play, go back to President Weah's speech and play it. So it was not something that you are playing. It's not something that he said today. He said that thing a long time ago. All right, but this is the catch, y'all. We just came from unification, um, a celebration. Then we just had this speech, like Mr. Toll said, that the government tried to bring Liberians together so we all can have one voice behind this seat, and we got it. Right after the celebration is not even over, yeah, the government again trying to bring people according to what we understand. It's like it's not even calling people for information anymore. They are trying to arrest those people. So if you're gonna come down to that, what kind of unity are we talking about in our country? You bringing 7 lawmakers who have their own constituents, all right, that they don't believe what you are saying. You think they're gonna sit supinely and just let it take CDC for any? Then look at the bigger picture. Then look at what Jeremiah Kuhn or Kuhn said when he went to West Point. How the whole thing they did, it was political. It was not, they told the post sorry, Fanatico did not steal any money, do anything, but they just wanted to have a regime speaker. So to have a regime speaker means you could do anything. To even plan or fire in the Capitol building, and you were not expecting for it to get this big, but it got big, it got a fire. You wanted to do something to make it, show that all these people were bad, and today it turned out, it just flashed right in your face. Who knows? All those things happen. But you call a particular group of people, you call them people of interest. What does it say for our society today? Is this something that's safe? Can we all sit there and say the police or the government is in the right to do what they're doing? Look, if like people burst into fling today, you and myself will be crying, we'll be sending money for our people will run head together. It will not be about Unity Party and CDC. We should call a spade a spade. These people should let slip into a lie. They took the speakership from Fanatic Gopher. What are they still doing running after him again and others or lawmakers? You think Fanatic Gopher, as intelligent as he is, will want to bring the capital building down? Hey man, for heaven's sake, man. Let me serious in our country. We don't want to see another December 20 whatever 28 or whatever or 1989 repeated something in our country, because for all indication this government is trying to bring our country back to that stage, and we're praying for it not to happen. Thank you, Mr. Toll.
Thank you. That's the voice of Walter Carter, who was also a sedition and reaction and everything you can think about. So Terry, I'm a little bit poo poo papa tutu tonight, so I think let's hear you. Go ahead and say all you want to say. Go ahead.
Well, yeah. First of all, I want to thank Donald Trump for at least not calling our country new.
Okay. Hold on, hold on. Oh, yeah, we go. Hold on, Terry. Samson, I don't want to call your name, so you call your own name. Samson told Labra Pablo, what's your name, where you're calling from, and what's on your mind? I can't hear you.
I can do it, Mr. Toll. This is Aaron Povlin
Okay.
from Atlanta, Georgia. Yeah.
Okay.
You don't want to call my name. That's great. That's great. Anyways, no wonder why, Terry, you always calling for rescue too, because you and Terry, you can really, really compliment each other. You praise him, he praise you. You're probably behind closed door, you can talk about what you will discuss and all of that. So let's get to the point. Terry, first of all, you don't say things that you have no
Hold on. Let me merge your caller, please. Just hold on. Let me merge this caller. Aaron, just hold on. All right, Aaron, go ahead. Go ahead, Aaron. Go ahead.
Yeah. You know the thing about the Washingtons and the UPs and stuff, you're quite to pinpoint what president we are doing or what president we are should have done. Okay? Did you know what president we are did doing the whole saga? Did you know how or almost we could Kofa got through that saga if it wasn't for CDC? Don't talk things that you don't know. These people, they got their party, hierarchy. They know how they operate. Okay? So let's get to the point about this Capitol building or burning case that they're calling these guys for. Okay? Based on what evidence are they calling these guys in for now? What evidence they got? What evidence they got? Oh, they waited now that Fonati, resign, willingly. Now they're trying to call him for investigation. Why they didn't do that when the whole saga was going on? Why they didn't investigate the case? Why they waited for this man to resign as a speaker? Now they're calling him. But then you don't want the people to say it's a witch hunt. President Weah is not looking for no political relevance, Terry. He's not. And he is not a traditional politician. He said it. He's not a traditional politician. And you know that. You and myself both know that. All the things that you're saying that he should have capitalized on, yeah, traditional politician will be working with those things. But that's not the kind of person he is. He waits for time and moment, then he does what he's supposed to do. That's the kind of person he is. So if you make a speech, it's telling the government that the government cannot be targeting just the CDC lawmakers. All the lawmakers that were in the House of Representatives, or that is in the House of Representatives, all of them should be questioned. Every one of them should be questioned. Now, if they said a question then, when did they do that? Nobody knows. So when the people come out to say these things, don't say, President, we are looking for political relevance, or you trying to come to the limelight. President, we have never been that person. He's always in the limelight. Remember that from today, Terry. He's always in the limelight. Thank you, Mr. Toll.
Let me ask you this, Aaron, if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
When was the last time you were on soccer field playing ball?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
I'm always on the soccer field on the weekend.
Where?
In Georgia, what you talking about?
Where in Georgia?
Yeah.
That New Jersey STN. Oh, okay.
What New Jersey STN? What you talking about?
Yeah, okay, because I know you don't play football again.
Who told you that? God, what time are you going to come in weekend we play?
Okay, all right. Okay. All right.
Mr. Tool?
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, we do. Ask Mr. George, he will tell you.
Okay.
Got an old time on.
Yeah, and places like Georgia, they don't go down soccer business. That one, they're very serious about it. Okay. All right. Thank you, Aaron. Appreciate it. All right. Jerry, go ahead, Jerry.
Yeah, man. I want to thank God and also the president of the United States, at least to spare Liberia, because
Sierra Leone.
Yes, Sierra Leone all fall down inside, but we were vindicated. I don't know if it is if it is because of this UN non-permanent Security Council seat that we won that helped us to survive, by the edge, because I think that was an edge, a little bit of edge that was given to us, which is a good thing that I don't even hear in the news. Nobody running with that kind of news. And all of that.
But those are the kind of behavior these people got. Just I forgot this other color. Sorry. Color. Sorry. I forgot it totally. Color. Go ahead. What's your name? Where you're calling from? What's on your mind?
Hey, Mr. Toll, how you doing tonight?
Not bad. Thank you, Clarence. Let's hear from you.
Thank you for the show. But there are some statement getting it that is not right, and then we got to erect the chapel.
Go ahead.
In Liberia, as a nation, there in my comment, I said that every Liberian had their own criminal against support.
Right. Something going on with your phone. Go ahead. Are you there?
Yeah, are you hearing me now?
Yeah, much better. Go ahead.
Okay.
I, I think I need to call. I need to call you back because you're breaking up.
Okay.
All right.
You getting me now?
Yeah, we got you now. Go ahead. You'll be the last caller anyway. Go ahead.
As I was saying, I said that every minority can support, regardless about the crime that we commit in the country. This country has gone through lot
Can
of
you hold on? Can you hold on 1 minute? Let me merge up. Merge this here, please. All right, Clarence, go ahead. Then the guy can come in. Go ahead, Clarence.
This country has been through a lot. There are a lot of trauma the country I went through. And if we live in a civil, which is America, regardless of your position, regardless of what position that you serve in the country, when you commit a crime, you serve the time. If we want a civilized country, the people, if there's a crime or committed, the police is inviting people of interest, then people will go there and political science. So to me, Kofa, he's a legend. He's a lawyer. Kofa will not go down there and say, oh, yeah, get on the street because police are inviting me. If there's a case today, the police said that Kofa committed a crime, they will not just grab Kofa and put him in jail. They will send him to court. If you when you're given the time that you have to defend yourself, you'll find a lawyer. But the issue is this CDC gone position on Harry grew a monetary committed our plan to justice. They took over. The Harry Greek case. The other
Wow. Clearing your phone is really doing some numbers tonight. So let's do it. Come by Monday, and we'll hopefully the Rescue 2 will be your Rescue 2 phone will be ready for us. How's that?
Okay then.
Because yeah, it's just breaking up big time tonight. Okay. Yeah, I bet you that breakable, what on your mind?
Yeah, thank you for the show.
It can't fail. Walter Carter, Aaron Blopper, breakable. Huh? What you say?
I think we'll tell you. You think we are looking at border. Of course, I'm going to come by now to be very relevant in the country. You think we are looking at border like Syndrome to come out? Listen. President, we are not the whole war, not even the country. You said no, the man is coming back. All I said that in you, you're going to coming back in power as a president. Listen, you say, oh, what's in the protest? What's in the protest? What's in the protest? The case are going on, but we're not looking at anyone. The one is, you go on the man, they put the man in jail. Take a job for somebody, they say put a protest for the man, they say one in there, I want a different case. But if the man lie on the man and put the man in jail, it's different from what is happening. Lying on somebody and put it in jail and tell the man to take job from a person, it's two different things. Eric, if you want to be, see, useless and border share, that I even know the truth, that I know the truth, but I want to be fair to the country, you know, be fair to that. I'd rather know so that you get read power to on the show. Anything coming on the show, read power. Then you can't be yourself. Read on the show.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Terror read Bible. Thank you. Good night. Yeah, my man. You call president, we are near like you know, case somebody you want to read Bible before you come on the show, they take
that the Bible were reading, that how we move you from power.
No, movie.
That the Bible were reading, we used to read it before we come on the show. But now we in power now. But labor, that's why you see, these are the things that the mindset they got. Take for example, right? Listen to Poplar. Poplar say President Weah is a traditional politician,
No,
or
he
I
said
don't know
he's
how
not
you
a
call it.
traditional.
He's not a traditional politician, but he doing exactly what a traditional politician can do in Liberia. The time for Nati Kofa had a win that CDC should have backed him as a political institution, holding the 10 most powerful seat in the country. The standard bearer of the most popular opposition in the country, holding the 10 most powerful seat in the country, abandoned his speaker. Then you telling us say that the man is not a traditional politician, blah blah blah, all of that. Do you know when the politicians in Liberia make move? Politicians in Liberia make move for their personal interest and for their own gain. That is when they make move, and this is one of those. That is why I'm telling you that this is a move that President Weah is taking because it's feed his interest. Because Fonati is weak now. He's out of the picture. He's finished. So any protest now CDC put up that will resist the government, where it will shake the government, guess who will be promoted in the end? That President Weah. Because say President Weah, he went in defense of the people to secure them, to make sure that the government do not put them in prison, to make sure that the government do not do that. Because why? You have already lost the 10 most powerful man position in the country. So right now, the dividend, if anything happen now, the dividend goes to President Weah. It don't go to Honorable Kofa. When Honorable Kofa was the 10 man in the position, and he was powerful, all the fight, if he had remained fighting, and if he would have succeeded, his political popularity, the dividend would have gone to him. That is what we call, that is the dividend that people get from political device. Then you tell me, say the man not traditional, but you think President we are not smart to know the difference? President Weah is talking to a man like Lee Eugene Nam. You think Lee Eugene Nam is Superman? You can see he read up. Most of the thing he read, that even that thing what you were reading yesterday, that Eugene wrote that thing. That letter you were reading yesterday, that Eugene Nam wrote it. Eugene Nam is smart.
They will come back again for you again.
He's smart. But I remember it's not bad because the man, former president, former president, even President Walker's speech are written by other people. So it's not bad for Eugene to read it, but we know that Eugene wrote that thing. You understand? So as it was a good writer, it put President Weah in a presidential position. Not that kind of hateful, even though you get it in your heart, but you swallow it and you present yourself as a decent man.
Oh, he got hate in your heart, but you swallow
what
it.
I mean, you get a vendetta in your heart for your opposition. For your man, but you're not going to express. You think you're going to read it that you and JMB.
Hold on, caller. Let Terry land. Then we know you're coming back. Terry can let you enjoy your fufu. Terry will not let you enjoy. Terry, let him talk.
Breaking Bode, they can't talk Tabata all day. You have so much.
Hold on. Yeah, Terry,
you have so much opportunity to gain in this thing. You should have not allowed for Fonati Kofa to lose that position as a major opposition in the country, because you knew already that the position was for you, was for the man, and everything was done illegally. Why you allow the man to resign? Why you allow the man to resign?
Thank you.
So all the time they call the people then. Those 7 persons, what you were talking about, the 7 lawmakers then, those people, the police people are not called them before for interrogation. That the first time they called in them?
No. But okay, let's hold you right there. Go ahead, Walter, because don't make it too long.
You know, Mr. Pro, when I listen to Terry talking and I like what Breakable said, Terry should read a power before he can't tell. Maybe when you read a power, you can get a reawakening. Because it's like, I hate to say that, I hate the brother tongue when he speaks sometimes, he can forget what he's speaking. They see me on this show that said it was good for Konati Kova to resign. Konati Kova should resign, even though he didn't support what the so-called majority group are doing. But Konati Kova should resign. Then he turned back and said, President Weah should prevail
fanatical not to have resigned. It's not a contradiction of a human being that's sitting now preaching the gospel here for me to sit under this man to hear he say Jesus is Lord. It's like telling me say Jesus is Satan. Now I feel about Terry right now.
But he's not asking you to come to a church. Terry have not
No,
even.
no, but I can come to Terry Church and I will tell him I'm not going there. Don't go there.
But that one, leave it with it. Leave that one with the people.
No, let me tell you one thing. The Bible said when we see them, we should tell them how we should say as it is.
Oh, because the man criticizing the president. That was making.
They may get two tongues. They may get two tongues. On the seashore, and you the liberal, you the political guru. You can't even checkmate the man. It's like what the man said on the show when you were there, that you were in fear of fanatical fire. Because you felt, you didn't thought that he rescued two. Like the other brother said, you compliment each other. So if Terry lied one time, you go and block and call it a lie. You understand? Terry on the seashore.
Damn, I mean, Terry, you got hit these people by will. What?
No, you're not hitting him. We're just exposing him. We're exposing him.
But how you be vexed like that?
So I would be fair. I'm not fair. I just giving the man a dose of his own pills. This is you're talking about.
You're not vet, but you're telling the congregation not to go to a church.
Because you're being misleading the people in the front. You don't want to.
Oh my goodness. All right, Walter Carter, thank you. Thank you.
Mr. Thor, this is the thing here, right? I don't know how you gotta look at that speech. That speech was not something written recently. It was doing it. Just go follow President Weah.
Okay.
It was way back.
You said that one before. Thank you, Walter Carter.
The man said it was yesterday.
So,
you gotta think that they invited to come in. It just came out recently. Today.
Thank you.
Even though it was only in the pipeline for a year, but it just came out to that person. We would say something yesterday that something happened today. But anyway, this is how your Unity Party people. You don't in the team, Mr. Tool. You just like President Parker. But Terry is a die-hard Unity partisan sitting on the platform lying, say he don't in politics, just preacher man. Preacher man to who? To Parker? Please, man. That's it there with your preaching.
All right, thank you. Terry, you can really hate people. By way. What? The other man said you must preach before you come on this. You must read the Bible before you come on the show next time. Wow. And myself, I went praying today. I was choking. So
but
I was coughing the hair.
What Keto is saying is that he's trying to make my opinion to be the position of the political party. I'm not a politician. I gave my opinion on the matter and I said, Honorable Kofa, in my opinion, need to resign. You as a political party, running a political institution, you do not know the CDC. I know what can be fighting for itself. You do not know when and what your speaker supposed to do, especially when he already winning. What was your position? Most of them used to come on the show, they say they don't want for Honorable Kofa to resign. Honorable Kofa, not so that. I told you, I said, in my opinion, from my position, the best option for him is resignation. But what is your position as a political party? What was your position for him? How did you stand with him? How did you convince or what he need Tomo Fala to not honor him? How did you convince him? Your men were you were flying, taking photos, taking picture with Galasco, then taking picture in Arsenal, Jesse and Tina, going on other things. Why the government, the JMB, what you say he said he did that, they were strangulating your speaker. You did not make any major or significant political move, but you're ready to make that political move now. It's a contradiction. Then you come in and say, oh, Terry did, Terry that, Terry say, Pastor, that what we're discussing here? We're discussing about Pastor Chair Benetti. That's not what we're discussing. Go to the issue. I don't care whether you can't do it. First of all, you have never come to my church before, neither have you even. So whether you there or you're not there, it means nothing. Because I don't even know you. We never met.
God word don't change.
Nah. So
God
so
what?
so
God where since the day of Abraham, God where is
eh?
the God where?
So we discussing Liberia, then you talking about Bauer Benin. What Bauer got to do with what we discussing? You king with your own thing. You the one say tomorrow you're going protest. You're all on social media going protest. My thing is that if you a political party, you have all the cards to play. You did not play the card. The men have lost the position now. The police people calling them. This is not the first time the police call them, man. The police people calling them, man. And then you say, oh yeah, we go in there as CDC. When they were talking tabula rasa, Bugania, where was CDC? You were talking tabula rasa, Bugania. Where was CDT?
I don't know what exactly he was trying to say that day though.
That's a word. I think I look it up. That's a word, but they are negative. There are two negative words. The two words means the same. But you see, most of them, when they go to the university, they come from there, they feed the whole world under their feet. And in Liberia, once somebody can say things and talk big terminology, everybody succumb to you. That is how to begin again. Can cajole the people that want you know the left hand from the right hand. But that is why labor. That's it.
Okay. All right, Terry, thank you very much. Let's join the show tomorrow and see. I'm not too sure what it due is, but hopefully he will join us. He will come on tomorrow and we'll join him. But I want to thank you again tonight for rescuing the rescue one. Say good night to you. That I want to get pissed there. They said no one
They
what.
don't
Well,
like
all
that.
of you let each other. You can call him rescue two.
Don't worry, man. Say I come in chill the few days because I got some other thing I'm running after.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you coming leave too?
No, I yell, but I will not be often like a normal like that.
Oh, okay.
But yeah,
Just let us know what your schedule gonna be like. Let the
yeah,
audience know because there are some people that can really enjoy you too now. Mm.
yeah.
All right, Terry. Thank you very much,
All right.
and good night to you. All right. Let me know when that process gonna start. Your
Yeah, yeah.
schedule gonna
I will let you
change.
know.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Again, folks, Samson told Labrador Public Radio. I want to thank all of you again tonight. I know we still have like maybe what is it? 18 minutes or so. I want to thank all of you again tonight. Those of you that are watching would say thank you. We're going to have to bring the curtain down here tonight like that. And please join us again tomorrow as we join Mr. Social, and we will be back here Monday. I have lots and lots of documents here. Lots and lots of I have this other one here. Listen to this. Listen to this. See, this was March 31st, 1979. Few weeks before the Rex Riot. The revolution, of course. It said in this issue, another price increase. Chinonwe recommends high price for rice. Power plants mass demonstration on right issue. Samson to what I tell y'all, y'all don't believe it. Yeah, yeah. Power plants mass demonstration on right issue. This was April. This is March 31st. Honorable Florence Chinonwe, Minister of Agriculture, has recommended to the national legislature that the price of rice be increased as an incentive to local farmers. She proposed that the price of 100-pound bag of locally produced rice be increased from $22 to $35, an increase of 13.6%. She further suggested that the price of an equal amount of imported parboiled rice be raised from 22 to $30 to $30. That is that is by an increase of 36.4%. Who will benefit? This is what brought the people down. Both that not small team. Who will benefit? By who are the farmers who needs to be encouraged to grow more rice? Interestingly, the major producers of rice in Liberia include some official at the higher level of government. Among his many occupations, Dr. William R. Tupper, the president of Liberia, is a rice farmer. He is a producer of large quantity. In fact, in recent time, he received a prize for being the largest individual producer of rice in Liberia. Of course, the largest producer of rice will certainly be the individual. Oh, my thing falling apart. It's too old, man. The individuals tend to benefit most from the increase in the price of locally produced rice. Until recently, the Tubber administration presented that the country was making tremendous progress towards self-sufficient in rice production. It told the public that everybody was so proud to be a farmer, or at least a farmer son or daughter. The Minister of Information continues to printed a paragraph showing a step part of rice in an effort to convince an unsure public. If the farmer had had enough incentive to have been producing such large quantity of rice as the Taba administration tried to have the public believe, why must the poor be burdened by an additional price increase? Rest right. I told you, I said, I'm coming. The liberal is coming. I'm going to tell you why the Civil War started. I'm going to inch my way little by little. I got bunch. But anyway, Samson told La Brother, when we talk these things, my main interest, first of all, is that I want to know what really happened. Even though my brother was involved in a coup and what have you, but I really want to know what really happened. I know some of it, but I really want to know what happened. And then I will inform you. Samson told La Brother. I'll say good night to all of you. Let's be here tomorrow night with Mr. Soul so that we can have fun as usual. Good night, folks.
Rachel de Kibo, je adé. Gogo, Yaliba, Bagno, Yalia, Papa, Abigodo, Yali. Abigodo, Yali, Stefan Soko, Abile, Nana, Amagana, Godo, Yaliba, Stefan Soko, Papa, Aya, Godo, Yaliba, Amana, Very Casawa, Amanica, Very Titi, Papa, Papa, I don't need to buy your secret pie. See, I play. We are go to Nali. I didn't buy your for a problem. Hey, yeah. Oh, Papa, this is your war. I am very Papa. Papa, this is your war. I am very. Why, yeah. I didn't know you for a problem. Lọ́sùn màdé jòkúrè, àbúrò àlọ́, màdé wà bà bẹ́ẹ̀ wà sàwákẹ́, wà bà bẹ́ẹ̀, àpáwọ̀ màpá ni, ní àmà, àpáwọ̀ màpá ni, àpàdé àsùnwó gbúdọ̀ bà yóò, àbí ìlànà ìkàwé títí bàbá, ọjà tó